What a devastating night for the San Francisco 49ers. After a gut-wrenching loss to the Rams, the question on everyone's mind is, has Kyle Shanahan lost the locker room? With tensions rising and playoff hopes dwindling, this situation is heating up. Stay tuned as we dive into the details of De'Vondre Campbell's shocking departure and what it means for our beloved team. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest updates on the 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers are facing a critical moment in their season after a tough 12-6 loss at home to the Los Angeles Rams. With a record of 6-8, the team is on the brink of elimination, and it's hard not to feel the weight of that pressure. One of the most concerning moments during the game was when linebacker De'Vondre Campbell walked off the field and into the locker room, clearly frustrated and signaling that he no longer wanted to play. That's a tough pill to swallow as a fan. After the game, head coach Kyle Shanahan was asked if he had lost the locker room, and he responded with conviction, stating, "I haven't lost anybody." I appreciate his confidence, but can we really ignore the signs? It's a precarious situation when a player decides to leave mid-game, and it raises questions about team morale. However, Shanahan's insistence that the team still believes in him gives us a glimmer of hope. Let's be real here. Injuries have not been kind to this team. The absence of All-Pro running back Christian McCaffrey and All-Pro left tackle Trent Williams has undoubtedly impacted our performance. It's not just about strategy, it's about having the right players on the field to execute that strategy. With both of these key players sidelined, it's a tough road ahead. The pressure is mounting, and the 49ers cannot afford to lose any of their 3 remaining games if they have any hopes of making it to the playoffs. But does that mean Shanahan has lost control? I don't think so. While the Campbell incident is certainly concerning, it feels more like an anomaly than a trend. Players don't usually walk off the field unless there's something seriously wrong, and Shanahan has dealt with tougher situations before. What does this mean for the future of the team? Well, it puts Shanahan in a difficult position. He has to rally the troops and keep everyone focused on the task at hand. It's not just about winning. It's about maintaining the integrity of the locker room and ensuring that everyone is on the same page. As fans, we need to trust that Shanahan knows how to handle this pressure. But let's talk about the emotional aspect of all this. For us fans, it's a roller coaster of feelings, hope, frustration, and sometimes confusion. We want to see our team succeed, but when moments like Campbell's happen, it shakes our confidence. It makes us wonder if the players still believe in the system, the coach, and each other. So, I ask you, was Shanahan's response the right one? Do you think he's still got the locker room behind him, or are the cracks starting to show? Personally, I'm torn. I want to believe in the leadership, but the signs are hard to ignore. And honestly, it's difficult to gauge how the team will respond moving forward. As we gear up for these crucial games ahead, I urge all of you to keep the faith. The 49ers have been through adversity before, and while this situation is concerning, it's not insurmountable. There's still a chance for redemption, and we need to rally behind our team now more than ever. So what do you think? Are you optimistic about the remaining games, or do you share my concerns? I want to hear your thoughts. Share your expectations and frustrations in the comments below. Let's have a real conversation about where we stand as fans and what we hope to see in the coming weeks. Brock Purdy's post-game comments after the brutal loss to the Rams are echoing through the 49ers fan base like a siren. It's hard to digest a game where we had our playoff hopes on the line, only to stumble to a 12-6 defeat. Purdy took the heat for the performance, saying he felt he left plays on the field and that he failed the team. While I appreciate his honesty and accountability, it's a tough pill to swallow for all of us who bleed red and gold. Let's break down that performance. Purdy finished the night completing just 14 of 31 passes for 142 yards, with 0 touchdowns and 1 interception. That's not going to cut it in a must-win game, folks. The defense and special teams played their hearts out, keeping the score tight and giving us a chance. But at the end of the day, we needed our quarterback to step up, and it just didn't happen. Now, let's look at where we stand. With that loss, San Francisco falls to 6-8, and the path to the playoffs is looking bleak. The Seattle Seahawks are sitting comfortably at 8-5, and the competition in the NFC is fierce with the Vikings, Packers, and Commanders racking up wins. It's a challenging landscape, and for the 49ers, The hope of clinching a wildcard spot feels like a distant dream. We needed this win to stay in the hunt, but instead, we're left wondering what could have been. But here's where it gets interesting. Purdy's performance raises questions about the future. Do the 49ers stick with him as the starter moving forward? I mean, this is a pivotal moment for the franchise. He showed flashes of brilliance earlier in the season, but can we rely on him in high-pressure situations? You have to wonder if the coaching staff is contemplating their options. Are they ready to go in a different direction, or are they committed to developing Purdy further? You believe this was the best decision? I, honestly, am torn. And let's not forget about the support around him. The offensive line struggled to protect him, and the run game was inconsistent, which certainly didn't help his case. The 49ers have to figure out a way to bolster that offensive line and find a rhythm on the ground. A solid run game can take so much pressure off the quarterback, and right now it's essential if we want to stay competitive. I want to hear from you, 49ers faithful. What do you think about Purdy's performance? Should the team look for alternatives, or is it time to double down on him and let him grow into the role? It's a tough conversation to have, but we're all in this together. We share the highs and the lows, and right now, it's a low. But let's not lose sight of what this team can become. There's still talent on this roster, and with the right adjustments, we can turn this around. So, what do you expect from the team moving forward? Are you confident in Purdy leading us through the rest of the season, or do you think we need a change? I genuinely want to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Your expectations, your frustrations, let's get this conversation going. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the content, share this with your fellow 49ers fans, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. You don't want to miss a single moment as we navigate this roller coaster season. And remember, activate that notification bell so you're always in the loop with everything 49ers. Let's keep the faith, and as always, go Niners.